of yesteryear. Now, the 6th of Av, some people will mark the Hilula of a great rabbi, Rabbi Yosef Pinto. In fact, the home site itself will actually mark this specific date. Within regards to where we commemorate his Hilula, they would select this because I think it was the date when Rabbi Ben Aaron Al-Fassi will actually finish the copying of his book of the Lekach, if I'm not mistaken, which was originally I think, Kitab Yad, a manuscript form. I think this was in the year 1876. So, because that, some people will mark his Hilula on this specific date, but I'm not too sure the exact date of the great rabbi's Hilula. That's something, if anyone would know, please, I would definitely appreciate it. And but seemingly he passed away in the year 1820, about 205 years ago, approximately, here from the year we're recording here in 2025. He was a great rabbi. His father was Rabbi Yosef Pinto, and his mother's, and I'm not sure what his mother's name was, but he was born, I think, in the era of Marrakesh. Remember, Marrakesh had a great Torah Jewish community in of its day. Now, he would learn Torah under the auspices of his father, who was a Kabbalist. He was a Chacham, and I think he was also a Talmud, if I'm not mistaken, of the famous Rabbi Avraham Azulay, a rabbi we've spoken about on various occasions before, and very much recommend searching the various videos we've done and actually exploring within regards to his great wisdom. I mean, just a few of the highlights within regards to that. Now, it's actually interesting. His father, I believe, would head yeshiva, was the Rosh Yeshiva and the head of Jewish court in Marrakesh. And he was the author of a Perush on the Zohar called the Mikdash Melech, I believe, which came out, I think, in his lifetime, I think around the year 1750. This was, I think this was actually help from Rabbi Shalom Bozaglo. Remember, I think this would have been in the city of Amsterdam, if I'm not mistaken. Remember, I think that's where it was printed. Remember, Amsterdam had a great printing press, especially in the late 1600s, 1700s, and so on and so forth. Now, he would go with Torah and Yirat Shamayim, and as they say over here on Chaim Nistar, and he would be appointed along 1788. It was, I'm not too sure his exact age at that stage in time. He would actually be a signature, let's just say. He would sign a decree with other rabbis, including Rabbi Avraham Azulay, Rabbi Shalom HaKohen El-Haddad, and Rabbi Yosef Shem Tov, as I think which will actually very much appear inside a specific book. I think the Haner Hamaravi. This was a contrast on, I think, Treyfoot, respectively. That was, which was actually reported over, just using the notes here on the Jaime website within regards to this. So he would sign there. I think it was revealed. So it's very interesting. There was a great group of Kabbalists, let's just say, in of itself, in Kabbalists in his city of Marrakesh, where there was Kavanot, great prayer, and minhag, within of itself, custom win of it. A correspondence with his father, Rabbi Yaakov Pinto, with regards to various decisions in his life. One of the decisions, key decisions, I think he would make at one stage in time after consulting with his father was, I think, to move to a specific area. I think it was, if I'm not mistaken. This would have been, I think, at that point in time, I think he was moving to the Kfar, the village of Habarbari, if I'm not mistaken, in Torat, or I think you can pronounce another Varizat, if I'm not mistaken. And that was, so he would consult with his father on various different issues on within regards to different importances, let's just say, that he would move to this specific village. And that would be actually created. That was be one of the important, let's just say, very important Torah-related decisions he would make. He would move to that place. But I think, sadly, he passed away from a plague, a magefa, and he died. I think that would have been stage he was that specific area, and I think he was that once again correctly, and he was buried on a portal copy. It was, I think, printed on many occasions. I think it was quoted. Let's just say this would have been after he passed away. years. And I think they would describe him as, with really, really high, great terms in himself. They would actually, they called him Shem To'ar K'mayim Alidei Eliyahu Hanavi Zechuto Yagen Aleinu Amen. So they really spoke to him in great, really fantastic terms. I think, come what the year, I think it was 2011. This was way after he passed away, much more in recent times. I think there was another book published, if I'm not mistaken, in that year, Anshe Emunah. This was various different chronicles told at Tehem, and about life and the workings of the great rabbi, the family dynasty. So will contain information on be mentioned inside this publication, inside this book, which I would very much the 6th Av by David Ben Aaron Afasi finished copying the Rabbi Yosef Pinto's book, the Lekach, which is, I think, done by hand, and I think in 1876 it was actually printed, and it was from his writings originally. Lekach will be printed way later on. I think, come what the year 2009 in Jerusalem. This was, I think, divided into 3 sections, if I'm not mistaken, and that was, I think, it's through the Machon Pei Yesharim. Very interesting enough, so that's important also to say. Now, just to explore a couple of teachings from his book, from Lekach Tov, Melamed Shalumat Im Tinokot Gadol Mukulam Vero'eh Penei Shechina. This one, the teachings in his book, I think, in the Chelek Aleph, concentrating on Bereshit and Shemot over there, respectively. Another teaching from the Lekach Tov, I think, from page 127. There is also, that we have to point out, there's another important teaching that says Melamed Stak She'en Bo'oshek Metzilato Machayil Amim Hamit Kaptsim Alav. And just we'll explore one last tidbit from the book. So Melamed Shloshim Yom Kodem HaPesach Dorshim Mitzadik B'Talmidei Chachamim. This is very interesting. I think this is from Chelek Bet, concentrating on Vayikra and Bamidbar. I think, to be precise, on page 22 of that, from the Pei Yeshurim book, part of his various different drashot in that specific point in time. So, friends, we're not too sure the exact date of Silula. If anyone knows, please let me know. But we're exploring the life and some of the highlights of some great rabbis of his day. He was very much a great rabbi from the famous rabbinic dynasty of the great Pinto family, one of the great Moroccan families, without a doubt, in Jewish history. So if you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, please subscribe now to the channel. We're nearing 7,000 subscribers. Now, we've covered, been a massive honor and a privilege to try and do biographies, just short biographies. None of this can justify the greatness of any of the rabbis we're speaking about, because they're really, really great people. Much of the information I've got is just through websites out there, which is concentrating on stories of the tzaddikim and chronicles, let's just say, of the tzaddikim and the various different tidbits on their life. So I try and do research within regards to that, but we've tried to write about 1,200 rabbis already. So if you descend from any of the great rabbis from the playlist, I really appreciate. Please send me an email who you are. Give me more feedback. I didn't include all the important information. Please let me know. And on this channel also, we don't just record videos and biography videos of great rabbis. We do tours over Israel. Let's just say we go all over the different vicinities. We try and explore, and we visit various different biblical places, let's just say, and important places. We also have an inspiration every single day from a rabbi, a top rabbi or a Jewish personality, where they give some chizuk for a minute or two on this channel for Am Yisrael. We do daily tidbits on the Daf Yomi, the daily page of Gemara, the Talmud. I think that's another very important project that we're working on, and we're doing a lot more. So please, everyone, subscribe to the channel. And wishing you all a good day. We're recording this from the city of Bet Shemesh, and join the community. And let's just hope there'll be peace all over the world and all over Israel. Thanks very much for watching, and be well.